Mr. Moorhead. I missed you guys a bunch. I hope everybody's staying safe from the coronavirus. I hope you have tons and tons of toilet paper too. Over the next 2 weeks, we're just going to be doing some review things on social studies. You may look at it and say, oh my gosh, I've already done this. And that's absolutely true. Again, this is stuff that if we were in school, I would gradually be reviewing for testing. So over the next few lessons, pay attention, and again, especially if you were a newer student midway through the year, because you may have missed these things. What we're going to look at first is are the parts of the map. Remember, we have 5 parts of the map. The first part is the title. You can see one here. The title is going to tell us the name of the map, and it kind of gives us the purpose of the map. Our next part of a map, we have the key or the legend. That's going to tell us what the symbols on a map would mean. You can see those here as well. After that, we have the scale. Remember, maps have to be shrunk down. The scale will tell us how far a map has been shrunk down so that we get a size. Remember, I told you the story of the little kid that thought his hand was bigger than Africa. He didn't understand scale. The other thing with scale, it can show us distance on a map. So we get the size of a map and we get the distance from scale. Here we go with the compass rose. Now this is kind of 2 parts in one. The compass rose is going to tell us what the 4 cardinal directions are on a map. So there's the compass rose, that's a part. Then we have the 4 cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west. Now the maps that we do in class, most oftentimes north is at the top. But remember, I told you that there are a lot of different types of maps where north would not be at the top. For example, you got the map of a mall, that map of the subdivision that's across the street from the school, or even the school map itself. Maybe a theme park might not have true north at the top. For example, the subdivision across the street, the initial maps they gave out of that subdivision, east is at the top. Again, these places that put out maps, subdivisions, let's say a theme park, they generally put the entrance at the bottom and the back of the park, neighborhood, what have you, at the top. So again, that compass rose is going to show us how did they orient the map. Again, we're going to go through the 5 parts. We have the title, the map key or legend. Key or legend is the same thing, so that's 1 and 2. Number 3, we have the scale. That will tell us size and distance. Number 4, the compass rose. And number 5 are the 4 cardinal directions that are around the compass rose. You're going to have an activity listed on Google Classroom. It'll be right under this video if you're looking at the Google Classroom sheet. And so just please complete this. It will tell you whether you got the answer right or wrong. I'm not taking a grade. I just want to make sure that, that you remember those things. Thanks, and we will see you again soon. Bye.